All right, so Ivy League, right? Everyone's got an opinion, everyone's heard the name, but do we really know what goes on there?
Beyond like the whole prestige thing, yeah, it's more than just sending your kid to college.
Exactly. And that's what we're deep diving into today, working at an Ivy League university.
Right on.
We've got some excerpts here from 646 Explore Job Opportunities with Ivy League member universities. So, not just applying to be a student, but what about the people who make the place tick?
The whole behind the scenes, yeah.
And one phrase jumped out at me, groundbreaking research. I mean, that's a bold statement.
It is. They got to back that up.
So what research from these universities is really like pushing the boundaries? What's got you excited?
Well, there's so many examples, it's hard to choose. But let's see, Princeton, for instance.
Okay, Princeton, famous name.
Just this year, they developed a new type of qubit.
Oh, Crivet.
Yeah, it's for quantum computing. Way more stable than previous designs.
Okay, I'm vaguely following. But what does that even mean in, like, real-world terms?
Basically, this could change everything. Material science, imagine new materials with properties we've never seen. Or drug discovery, think how much faster we could design life-saving meds.
Wow, okay, so sci-fi stuff turning into reality.
Exactly. And it's not just tech either. Over at Yale, they're pioneering Alzheimer's treatment using focused ultrasound.
Ultrasound, like the baby picture thing.
Kinda, but way more advanced. They're using it to clear out those harmful plaques from the brain.
Plaques, right, that's what caused the...
Memory problems, exactly. Clinical trials are looking really good. Some patients are even seeing improvements, not just slowing down the disease.
That's incredible. So we've got quantum computers, Alzheimer's breakthroughs, anything outside of science.
Oh, tons. Humanities, too. Harvard's history department is doing some amazing work on the Silk Road.
Ooh, the Silk Road. That's always fascinating.
Right. They found some new texts that show it wasn't just about trade, but also huge cultural exchange, changing how we understand this historical network.
So they're rewriting history books based on new discoveries.
Very much.
Amazing. And the source also mentioned world-class education, which obviously we think of students, but it's got to be more than that, right?
Absolutely. Ivies attract the top professors who are often leading the research we just talked about.
So it's not just learning from a textbook. You're learning from the person who wrote it or is writing the next one.
Exactly. And the environment is so collaborative. It's not just departments working in isolation. You have physicists working with philosophers, historians with computer scientists, all sorts of cross-pollination of ideas.
I can only imagine the dinner table conversations. So the source mentions 646 job opportunities at these universities. Someone listening might think, okay, this sounds amazing, but what's it actually like to work there?
Well, it's academia, so it's got its unique quirks.
That's one way to put it.
But on the plus side, the intellectual stimulation is incredible. Attending lectures from world-renowned experts, debating with colleagues, working on projects with real impact.
It's pretty stimulating, yeah.
And the perks. Beautiful campuses, access to incredible libraries and resources, a strong sense of community.
Okay, so idyllic college campus, but with a job. But there's got to be a downside, right?
Well, yeah, academia is competitive. There's pressure to publish research, get grants, which can be very stressful.
So publish or perish, I've heard that saying.
It's real, and there's bureaucracy, like any big institution.
Ah, yes, the paperwork monster strikes again.
So it's stimulating, but high stakes, and sometimes you're fighting red tape.
So not for the faint of heart.
Exactly. You need resilience, curiosity, a real passion for what you do.
So for our listener, what's the takeaway here? Is working at an Ivy League starting to sound like a dream or a nightmare?
It depends on what you value. It's more than just a job. It's being part of this legacy of knowledge and progress. If that appeals to you, then checking out those 646 open positions might be the next step.
And where can they find those?
On academicjobs.com.
That's right, academicjobs.com. You could be working on a beautiful campus, pushing the boundaries of knowledge. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one giving the next groundbreaking lecture.
It could happen.
So if you're intrigued by the world of Ivy League academia, that's www.academicjobs.com to explore all the possibilities. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.